Good morning, guys. I hope everyone is doing well. These have been a crazy few weeks, not even to mention everything that happened before, but I hope that you guys are healthy. I hope that everyone is doing well. If there's any concerns or anything like that, please send me an email, let me know. But I just wanted to send this last check in email. I just wanted to say thank you. It was definitely an honor and a privilege to have all of you guys in my class this year. I know not every day was, just easygoing and laid back, but I couldn't have asked for a better group of students than I've had this year. You challenged me. You were a great group of students, and I couldn't have put together a better group if I had tried. And so I thank you for that. I thank you for all of your effort, all of the great feedback that you would give me on assignments or that we talk about, and the participation in the classroom. I know every day is not 100%, but overall, I can't say there's not a single student who didn't show participation in some way, and that is great. I'm so glad and honored to be your teacher this year. I hate, we focus a lot on the seniors and things the seniors are missing out on, and not to downplay that, but you guys missed out on several months of schooling yourself, and celebrating this junior year, rolling over to be seniors. There's a lot of uncertainties about what your senior year is going to look like, how it's going to play out. And there's questions we don't have answers to, but I know that you guys are fighters, and that you make the best of any situation, and you stick together. And so I know that no matter what comes in the fall, that you guys are going to be a wonderful senior class. You're going to make memories. Even now you're making a memory. Just think of how many people growing up can say, well, I graduated, or I was in school during a pandemic. And, that's a unique situation that history books, your kids are going to be taught about this event. And you will be saying, yeah, I lived through that event. I experienced that event. And so, I don't want to take away, but, it's been a hard time, but you guys have been great through it. Out of all of the students that I had this semester, there were only 3 students that I didn't hear a lot from. But every student communicated at least a couple times throughout the weeks that we've been doing this online learning. And so that's a huge comfort to me, because I know that there are several classes where teachers haven't heard from students since March 6th. And, I'm just glad that you guys took the time and the effort to at least respond to emails, or to send a little, yeah, I'm doing well, or something email. And so that was greatly appreciated. A lot of you continued to work until the end. You wanted to improve that grade, and everyone who continued to do that, you did a great job. The rest of you, there was nothing wrong with the decision you made. You made the decision that you and your family felt was best for you, and I support that. And I appreciate some of you listening to my advice when you ask questions about, what do you feel I should do, or is this the best decision? I'm always going to be honest. I think it was very important to continue learning, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't do that. You had your own learning experiences, many of them in the workforce or in other places. And so I respect those decisions, and I think that everybody made the best decisions for their unique circumstances. Just a couple wrap-up things, just in case you've missed some of this. If you haven't been, I would definitely check out the Mount Airy High School website for any information, okay? We have lots of announcements here, such as the end of the year events and things you can participate in. The HOSA award ceremony, which is live tonight. Congratulations and best luck to all those HOSA members who are participating and maybe receiving awards. Here's your grading policies for spring 2020. Please keep in mind that if you haven't already, you do need to let your teachers know what option you chose for their particular class. Just because you chose a certain option for American history does not necessarily mean that option carries over to your other classes. Every class is a unique situation. So make sure. Otherwise, after a certain point, the school system will have to make the decision on which grade, or do they take the March 13th grade, or do you get the PC 19? I will say in my class, it is strongly recommended for all students who didn't continue to work to take the grade that they had as of March 13th. With our stipulations of you having to have an 80% before being able to progress to the next standard and things like that, there weren't low grades because you had to demonstrate mastery. And so that worked greatly in your favor. And so take a look at those if you haven't. But all of the information will be pushed here. If you are taking any AP exams this week, today and tomorrow, the information is there. CTE and National Honor Society induction ceremonies, if you are a member of that, you will get an invitation in your email. And so be sure to keep checking back, because this is where you as rising seniors, you will also find rising senior information. When are we going to take formal pictures? That kind of information will be posted on the website. So make it a habit to, number one, continue to check your email at least once or twice a week. And by check it, I mean actually read the emails that you get from teachers or administration. And if you have questions on those, please email. This is a time when you're going to have to take more responsibility on yourself. We are not able to be there and guide you in the way that we would if you were in school or able to come by and talk to teachers face to face. This is more of okay, I have to take initiative on this. And so feel free, if there's questions, concerns, anything like that, to email whoever is in charge of that. Technology turn-in, very important for next week. You have to return those Chromebooks that you borrowed. And also any textbooks, calculators, any materials from the school. If there's anything that you did leave at the school that you need to pick up, the arrangements can be made for you to pick up those materials as well. Those will happen on May 18th and May 19th. May 18th is from 11 to 1. Although Mr. Joyce will be there by 8 a.m., so if you or your parents have to go in to work early or won't be around after 1, you can stop by and drop off your Chromebooks and any other materials on that date. And then on May 19th, it will be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. That kind of catches the ones who have to work in the mornings to have an afternoon section that they can drop those off as well. Information will be going out about yearbook pickup. As you know, there were some things that we have ordered for yearbook that have yet to come in. And so we don't want to distribute and then have to worry about finding people to redistribute. And so they should be here in the next couple days. And so you should be getting email and information about yearbook pickup for underclassmen as well. And so just be sure to check your email, to check the website. That's where you're going to find that information. The last thing I kind of want to make sure that you have done is that earlier in the semester, pretty much after spring break, and things started realizing we're not coming back into the building, Miss Henson sent an email to all students. She started with the juniors, then to the sophomores, and she's now on the freshmen. But if you are a rising senior and you have not registered for classes, you have not had your meeting with Miss Henson to register for classes, what you need to do is there is an email in your email account that she sent about a Zoom link and to schedule your meeting with her. Go into your email, search for Alicia Henson, and find that email and respond to it. That way she can set you up for the classes that you need for next year. We're going to get those schedules out. We're going to try our best to get those schedules to you, before middle of the summer. There's a lot of things going on, but we are still going to continue to move along and register students for classes. So please check your email for that. Just to wrap up, like I said, I am so grateful to have the opportunity to teach you in class. I am so grateful for the lessons you have taught me, things that I take away. This is not an ideal end for any of us to the school year, but we are having an experience that will teach us many things. And so as a history teacher, I know that when big things happen in society, people usually rise up and are greater. And so I wish you guys an amazing summer. Feel free to check in if you want over the summer. Shoot me an email. I'd love to hear from you. But otherwise, I will see all of you next year at some point in time. Have a wonderful summer.